Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. It is a late Saturday night. I don't know why I look down at my wrist to check the time when I'm not wearing a watch, just a force of habit. But again, I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I do apologize for that little side bit. But I hope everyone enjoyed their week. But here we are with a new episode, a podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. Before we continue on, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, follow on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and X, and Apple Podcasts. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, as well as Spotify. We had our second preseason game, first one of the tour, against West Ham today with a nice little win 2-1. And listen, we got a win. Like I said, we got the win, but like I said yesterday, Manchester United, it's preseason. We shouldn't be going above and beyond or going crazy over a preseason game. Still lots of things to work on, to say the least. I know some people, I was reading Twitter, just checking that out just to see what everyone was thinking about today, of the match as well. It's preseason, ladies and gentlemen. We're not asking to win the league now through preseason. That's what it is. It was a match. We saw some good things. We saw some bad things. We saw some okay things. Was there some ugly points? Of course. But listen, obviously, keeper errors with West Ham that led to our 2 goals. So that's what we got there. We took advantage of it. Obviously, the first goal, penalty on, what was it? I believe he may have hit Aiden Heaven, drawn the penalty. And next thing you know, Bruno scores for the first goal. Go to our second. Looks like the goalie was trying to hit one of his midfielders. Interception by Kobe Mainoo, pass to Bruno, top left corner. Bruno scores. So we had that. And listen, the game started off great. I am going to mention players that I did like when I was watching. We did have some good things. We started off quick. First 50 seconds, you see Rasmus going, hits the bar. The one thing I noticed was possession is still an issue. There's still some stuff going on. There are going to be question marks going into the season now about the attack. Listen, last night on Twitter, I posted something, and I mentioned this on episodes before. I know we're going for a new striker. I know that's what they're looking for. And I did say this, Rasmus, if he's able to complete a full preseason and learning the system and understanding what he needs to do, we can see development there. And today's match, I was hoping for a goal. You saw his opportunities. The one thing that I liked today, and that's the one thing that we didn't see much with Rasmus, was we did see passes there. We saw opportunities to take shots, and he got his shots. He did. We saw that there. We saw the opportunity at the beginning. We saw it there. We saw the midfields taking passes and helping him stretch. And we saw that today. And that's the one thing I liked. And you know what? His press was good. He was running. His movement seemed good. The control, there were good things. And I saw a lot of hate towards Rasmus, but I think if we can complete a season and then we start scoring, everything changes when you start to score as a striker. It does. And we're going to see that. But I did like Rasmus's play today. It was good. Bruno, obviously reckless with the passes. Cunha, same as last week. Great as well. Ahmad was a little quiet. Unfortunately, there was a goal scored by Ahmad, but was brought back due to offside, but it looks like a nice hookup pass there. Dorgu, who keeps impressing, I was happy with. I did like Kobe and Ugarte in the middle. The back three, we did have. Listen, I like the back three. I think I mentioned it last night that what my back three was. I had Euro, DeLit, Aiden Heaven, who I like. So I did like there. You had Ahmad out on the right, Bruno and Cunha in the 10, Hoyland as a striker, Binder as your goalkeeper. Was there good things? Yes, there were. The press was looking well. You saw opportunities to get the attack. Possession-wise, it was in favor of West Ham. Again, there were some good things. There were some bad things. The goal, the way they were able to just cut through the mid and get that goal when we were up 2-0. When you look at it here, like you see, like when you look at it here, the way they were carrying it up, you saw Aiden Heaven go towards the inside, not realizing that there was a man out on the wide. They were going to look at the attacker, and it looks like they took advantage of that, of Aiden Heaven creeping in. So everything was good. Aiden Heaven just needs to be spatial aware from what I saw. Other than that, it was overall, I was fine with it. Second half, you saw still little things from that starting 11, and then you switched to the remainder, and then you saw the starters come in, and then that's where it looked a little lackadaisically. It looks like they're struggling to keep possession. Looks like they struggle moving the ball, pressure to try and get it to the front. So you saw that there. Diego Dello playing out on the wing in the one brought in. You had Casemiro, you had Collier. Listen, we haven't seen Xerxes yet. We didn't see Bryan Mbeumo, so you didn't have those pieces in. Hopefully next week, Bournemouth or Everton, you see the two of them. There's talks that Mbeumo will be there next Sunday against Everton for that. He won't be there Wednesday, so that's the positive. It is. And listen, we saw some good things. The attack, I felt, was good. Opportunities were there. You saw our shots. Let me just take a look at the stats here. I was checking out the stats earlier for the game, just because you always want to look to see what was there. So I'm just getting everything back to it. Let's just check out the stats. So yeah, for Man United, possession 43, 57 for West Ham. Total shots 15 to 9. Chances were basically the same. Shots on target 5-3. Each team had one that led to a goal, which was good. Cunha had a shot. Some of the shots that were taken were easily saved. But, it's you see the shots reduced, which is a good thing. Like, the defense did well enough to hold West Ham. But listen, everything's going to change. Like, the one thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the starting 11 is going to be playing more. You're probably going to see more of the starting 11 against Bournemouth and Everton next week, and then with Fiorentina the week after. So you're going to see more opportunities. And the question is what do you do with Bruno Fernandes? And what do you do with Bryan Mbeumo? I know people are throwing that out because, Bruno scores twice. Bruno is more of a natural 10. You're going to see him more of an 8, which may restrict Kobe Mainoo. Or what do you do? Do you start Kobe and Bruno together? That's the thing, right? We're facing a midfield dilemma. We're facing an attacking dilemma. Listen, I would love to see what would happen next Sunday in Everton, what formation may happen, what attack might look at. I feel like Everton and Fiorentina will be more of the solidified starting 11 going into Arsenal in the first couple of weeks. But it's hard to predict. Because again, you have Bruno who scored, but you have Bruno who is still. Listen, Bruno is a player who's on the field that makes a difference, but sometimes when he makes a difference, sometimes it can go our way or it can go their way. Listen, it was great for 2 goals. Listen, he got his 2 goals, a penalty. Both of them, listen, a goal is a goal no matter how you get it, and a win is a win no matter how you get it. There's ugly wins, there's great wins. Sometimes there's just an okay win. And for this was a good win. It was more of an improvement from last week against Leeds. Listen, we saw a lot of youth in that remainder of the match. They held on to it, which was great, but they did struggle. And you wonder with Casemiro, Diego Dalot, what's going to happen there. It was good to see Harry Maguire. Obviously, Harry Maguire wasn't there against Leeds last week. He was left behind at the start of the tour. He did meet up with them here in New York. New Jersey. He was there, so we saw that. Getting himself there. Obviously, no Brian Mbeumo today. He just got to there this week, so getting him ready, familiar with what he needs to do in the attack. That's what we're going there. Ruben's got a tough task, like I mentioned, with the attack. Again, I'm interested to see when you finally got those pieces. I know everyone's calling for a false 9 because of the strikers. I think we have to see what everything looks like with Højlund, with Mbeumo and Cunha on the field at the same time, with Bruno, what the pieces are going to be. Now, that's what I'm looking at here. I think we are going to see that. I think our best back 3 is Euro, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. I think Kobe needs to be in the starting lineup for the mid. The question is, you putting him in where Bruno is, or are you putting him in another spot? They have to be together. They have to be in the mid to carry the ball, but they have to be there. We can't leave open spaces. Ugarte, where is he going to be? Is he going to be starting? Are you going to see Bruno and Ugarte together in that starting mid? Potentially. You saw Kobe and Ugarte today. So Kobe was good. Kobe made those changes, and you can't keep him off the field. You can't, especially going with this, especially who we're playing in the first couple of weeks. Kobe's got to be there. So it's either he takes over the role that Ugarte does, or Bruno. That's the thing. And when we're looking at the attack, I'm just repeating myself again, and I do apologize. There's some issues here when we're looking at this momentum. So overall for the West Ham game, I just wanted to make this a short one. I didn't want to go long, but overall for the West Ham game today, and I've mentioned this already, it's preseason. I'm not going a full 180%, full 200, 1,000. It's preseason. I'm not wanting the world. Like I said, there's some good things I liked. I liked Højlund's play. I liked Euro. I liked the passes that he was making and the link-up play with him and Bruno. Bruno played well. Everyone played well. In the end, everyone who started in that 11 played well. Cunha is definitely showing the expectation. You're showing the power of what he's able to do in the passes. You're seeing what could be. You're seeing the growth of Dorgu since we brought him in last January. He's gotten better. The team overall did get better as the season went on. Let's not forget that. But you're seeing Dorgu, who looked improved, play well, and he just keeps getting better. The back 3, there was no issues. There was just that one goal that they let in, and I think, again, Aiden Heaven is still young, ladies and gentlemen, and he could be cracking the starting lineup, but I think with the way we have Maz, De Ligt, and Euro, we have that there, and I think you're going to see more of Aiden Heaven coming in as a rotation. Harry Maguire is still there. He's durable. So, these are not bad things to have. It's not. It's not a bad thing. But what you saw as the replacements near the end of the second half, you're not going to see them all here this season. like I said, everything this preseason is just to get things right, just get people in shape, look to see what the talent we have, how to rotate. That's it. So we need to. It's going to take time to see how this works out. And Ruben's mentioned, you know what? Ruben has mentioned that there's going to be issues. That there will be. And even when I discuss this, I even believe there's going to be issues. I'm just double checking what we saw today. I like how they're just highlighting the new kit. The was it our second kit or third kit? What is it? Okay. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna move on from the kit, but I'm just double checking because I wanted to confirm the bench. Like, that's the one thing. I'm just trying to see if I can find the bench from today's match. Obviously, I cannot. But in the end, like I mentioned, the youth need to be looked at. But let's just I think I'm just I'm lost for words right now. But yes, my 5 players to look at that were there today: Højlund, yes; Bruno, yes; Euro, yes; Cunha, great; Kobe was well. Like, I'm gonna look at the starting because that could be the potential. And Dorgu, like, Ahmad was quiet. Ugarte did some good things as well. Yeah, I think overall that top 11 did fine. Just that hiccup that led to the second goal, which the midfield can be an issue. It would be great to get proper midfields in there, but what do you do about Bruno? So overall, I was happy with the win. Again, we got a draw last week. We got a win today. I don't want Manchester United fans to be like, oh, look what we've done. Let's just take a moment here and just relax, because anything could go. Just saw a post about asking when Lisandro Martinez is returning. That's not happening until January at the latest. So, or at the earliest, my apologies. So just taking a look here. Yeah, and I'm seeing posts here. This is, a lot of people happy with the way Rasmus was. Yeah, I was happy with it. He played very well. Hate me all you want. I think he played very well. He did. You know, he looked like the Rasmus that we saw in Europe in his first season, and he did. The one thing I want is just for him to complete this preseason, get himself familiar with it. The last 2 years, we've had issues where he is just coming to October and he's just trying to find himself. There has been delays. So, actually, no, the first year, it was September-ish. Yes. It was September-ish for him, but he did miss the preseason when he got signed because of his back. And he still didn't participate in preseason, even in the end, but having him still participating in the preseason still makes it important. Because we saw what he could do in Champions League. We saw when he finally got his Premier League goal against Aston Villa. We saw how he continued on. So, like, I know a lot of people will not. Like, everyone sees Rasmus getting better. That some people are just going to make that. You know, some people are going to get angry about that. Why? Like, just let him grow. I don't want this to turn into a segment where I'm defending Rasmus Højlund. I mentioned it on the previous episode about what I wanted to see from Rasmus. I'm just going to look at his stats from what was it, 2022, 2023. What? Oh no, 2022, sorry. He joined us in 2023. Yeah, sorry. Years go by, you lose sense of time. Sorry, it's the truth. So, let's just take a look here. Yes, so he scored 10 Premier League goals. Overall, 16 total goals, but 10 goals in 30 games. So I was, yeah. He had a. He's been good, yeah. And then going to 2024, 2025. He definitely struggled in 2024, yeah. He only had 4. So overall, 10. So, and then, yeah, assists. So, a down year. Injuries definitely contributed. Like, the Prem was not good last year. Like, it was not good for him last year. We saw the struggles. We saw the mental wear. But can he get back to where he's close to the 10 and go for some extra goals? Yes. But we know what he's capable of. We do. So, again, I don't want to turn this into a Rasmus Højlund love, but again, Højlund, Dorgu, Cunha, Bruno, Kobe, Yoro. I was happy with the starting 11. I was happy with the starting 11. They played well. They did. Everyone played well from pressing. They did enough to win 2-0. They took advantage of mistakes, scored, and won. That's it. That's all she wrote in the end. That's all she wrote. So, listen, I'm going to be back probably Monday with a new episode. I'm going to aim for Monday to be back for the new episode of the pod. We have Bournemouth on Wednesday. They should be flying back to Chicago either tonight or tomorrow. They should be back in Chicago. Get themselves ready. They face Bournemouth, Everton next Sunday in Atlanta. So we're here. We're excited for this match. I'm excited for both matches next week. But yes, I'm happy with the win in the end. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's preseason. Don't go crazy. We're just gonna be getting everything right, and Ruben has a lot of work to do. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it there. The Premier League's not going to be won with these preseason matches, ladies and gentlemen. Just take a step back, relax, and just enjoy the preseason. And we'll see as we get closer to what potentially could be the starting lineup. And looking at Mbeumo, we could see a bunch as well. So it's going to be exciting. We have good problems to know about the starting attack, but it's a good problem to have, I would say, when we're looking at the pieces that we have here. So Ruben's got a lot to figure out with this lineup and who to put where and how important it's going to be. It's going to take time. Unfortunately, us as a fan base, we are the worst at patience. It's the truth. It's not a lie. We're so impatient that we want results now. We want the Premier League now without working. So, but give it time, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we need. So, hope you enjoyed the episode today. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, whether you're on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Don't forget to give any feedback on the episodes as well. Another thing is social media as well. TikTok, X, and Instagram as well. Just search Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. But enjoy the episode. I hope you enjoy the episode at least. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. It is Saturday. Where I am, it might be early Sunday morning. Some of you might be getting up for your Sunday, especially with the way the game was. It kicked off at 7, so some of you were already into your Sunday mornings when the game started, and even more to your in the morning when it ended as well. So we won 2-1, which is good in the end. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sundays. I'll see you guys Monday night. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.